What is up, people? Today I'll be showing you how to make a remote controlled plane or missile in Trailmakers, just like the one in this clip or this clip. So, for the basics, we'll start with a base you're going to launch it from. It can be a truck, it can be a stand, it can be anything like that. For simplicity in this one, we're going to be using a stand. Remember to add anchor pins in the bottom so it stands still when you launch it. Then you want to add detachable blocks so your plane can actually detach from the base, or a missile, or whatever you wanted to do. Now, after you have your base done, you're going to focus on making the actual plane. Okay, now that we have the body of the plane done, we can start adding the radio senders and receivers, which will focus on actually making the plane fly and you being able to control it. The main thing I see in people that build RC vehicles is them not putting an actual receiver and sender for every input. So you're going to need one for turning, need one for flap wings, for your pitch, for everything like that. So I'm going to color code them and add all of those on. Now, for simplicity here, red is going to be for turning. Yellow is going to be for up and down, or else the pitch. Green will be for thrust. And blue will be for the flap wings. So, for every input you want to have a receiver, right? So we'll make corresponding senders for each of these channels, or receivers here. So, the red will control the turning, so your plane can move left and right. Green will control the thrust, so your plane can move forward. Yellow will control the pitch, so your plane can move up and down. And then blue, for the flap wings, will have your plane actually take flight and lift off the flat ground. Now, this is what you have to do when making your senders and receivers. For a specific control, you want to make your sender and receiver on the same channel. We'll make our red receivers and senders for the turning on channel 0, as you see right here. So, for positive, we're gonna check what the ailerons are. Positive on the aileron is D, and negative is A. So we'll copy that over to the sender. Positive D, negative A on channel 0. So, this is on channel 0 too, so it will receive the input from the red one. You don't need any controls on this, you don't need to worry about that. But for the ailerons, you will bind them to there. You will bind the receiver to both the ailerons. We're going to do that for every color. For pitch, we're going to put it on channel 1. Oh, that's 12. Channel 1. We're going to check the inputs of the pitch tail. W positive, S negative. we'll make it that too. W positive, S negative. And then we'll put the receiver on the same channel, channel 1, and then bind it to the tail. Then we'll do blue, channel 2. And that's going to be for the flap wings, which we already know are Q, so positive Q. Bind the blue receiver to channel 2. And then bind them to the small flap wings. Finally, the thrust, which is the easiest part. We know this input is spacebar, so we'll make this channel 3, positive spacebar, and then set the green receiver to channel 3 too, and then bind it to all the space thrusters. And now, cameras are always optional for these types of drones, but we're going to add one so we can teach you how. So first, I'm going to duplicate this 2x2 block. We're going to make it 2x2x2 actually. We're going to add a camera drone right here. So we'll do that, and we'll make it purple to color code it like that. So again, none of these colors are required. I'm just doing that for simplicity. So we're going to make a purple receiver. Yep. And we're going to make that channel 4. We're going to make a sender on channel 4 too. Make it purple again. And this is going to be our camera. We're going to set this to shift as the camera control is shift 2. And then we're going to set the receiver, the same channel, and bind that to the camera. So, as you see, perfectly good plane. Right click, disable it. That's what those detachable blocks are for. And we can start flying it. Now, might be a bit janky. Just depends on the body of the plane. Nothing you did wrong. So this plane is completely up for you to build. You can build anything. You can build a spaceship. You can build a plane. We can go to the camera. And there you go. Your first RC plane. That's really it. Bye-bye.